What is going on, beautiful people? Today we're going to be talking about how some narcissists will absolutely press charges on you even if you refuse to press charges against them. Stay tuned for more. Like and subscribe. So this might sound a little weird, but sometimes the person that's getting abused is the one that ends up with a restraining order against them. And of course, if you're new here, I'm actually a diagnosed narcissist. There are some instances, like when you're dealing with a narcissist or a toxic person, when reactive abuse comes into play. If you don't know what reactive abuse is, it's when a narcissistic person, toxic person, or whoever just keeps on triggering you and setting you off, and then you have a massive explosion. Like you react out of character. And sometimes when you react out of character, you might throw stuff at them, you might put your hands on them, you might pop up at their house, you might start hitting them or something like that. And a lot of narcissistic people are prepared for you to do that. They'll catch you on camera, and then guess what happens? They go downtown, they call the police, and they file a restraining order against you. You have charges against you, and they can play the victim in this circumstance. I've talked to a few people who have experienced this in their own lives where the narcissistic person has actually been physically abusive to them, but they never reported it. But as soon as they put their hands or do something to the narcissist, police. The police are showing up at their door, arresting them, and now they look like the aggressor. And if you have kids involved in these situations, sometimes they can use this against you to get custody of the kids. And that's why I tell people all the time that controlling your reactions is a superpower against narcissistic and toxic people. Because if they cannot trigger you, they can't control you. Welcome back. Yes, like I said in the short video, y'all, some narcissists will absolutely press charges against you and try to ruin your damn life. Let's be real. Now, if you don't know, I do one-on-ones over Zoom, right? And in my support group, I do have support groups as well. Everything, all of that can be found in the link in the description. But I will say this: there's so many narcissistic people out there, right there, y'all, that will press charges against you to ruin your life. I've talked to so many people over the last few years that have had their life ruined by being in a toxic relationship. Because even if you refuse to press charges against them, like the narcissist will stalk them or harass them, put their hands on them, and the narcissist, right, will convince you not to press charges. They'll say, hey, don't press charges. You're going to ruin my life. I work for the government. I have a good job. I have a family to take care of. I have kids. You're going to ruin my life. You're going to get me kicked out the military, whatever it is, right? And you won't press charges against them. But guess what happens? As soon as you do something to them, boom, you in handcuffs. You're in handcuffs, and they might refuse to drop the charges against you. I've heard so many stories. I heard this one story. Well, the person, like the victim or whatever, the original victim, listen to this right here. The original victim didn't press charges against the narcissist, right? But then a reactive abuse incident happened. And then the narcissist was poking and prodding the victim. And the victim didn't realize that they were being recorded. And guess what happened? They picked up something, threw it, and hit the narcissist with it. Police called. Hey, my partner just hit me with this vase. It's on camera. I got it. No, you gonna get me arrested? I didn't press charges against you. Well, you should have. Boom. And guess what? They still live together. And that person is still refusing to drop the charges. They're still refusing to drop the charges. They're like, maybe if you act right, I'll drop the charges. So they would ride to court together. They ride to court together for him to press charges against her. Ain't that crazy? They will ride to court together for him to press charges against her and then ride back home together after the court, after it gets continued. And the attorney is just like, what are y'all doing? Y'all riding to court together? You leaving together? You gonna drop this? Like, no, I think she needs to learn a lesson. And y'all, it's wild how it happens. Pardon the interruption, just want to let you know that I do have courses and support groups available as well. Courses to help you understand what you went through, and support groups to help you during or after the toxic relationship. Link in the description. Now back to the video. And he's I think he's gonna take it all away. He's gonna get charges pressed against her, so she loses her job, so she's dependent upon his finances to make her stay more. You see how crazy that is? You see how warped that is? You see how sick that is? Some narcissists will absolutely do that. They want to ruin your life. They want to make you dependent upon them. Because the more dependent upon them you are, the more they feel like they're in control. The more trapped that you feel. The more you feel like you can't get out of the relationship, right? And that's what they love. They love it. Oh, goodness gracious. They love it when you feel trapped. They absolutely do. That's what happens. Like I said, that's what I'm telling y'all. Controlling your reactions is a damn superpower. And then when you have the opportunity to press charges, do it. But of course, use discretion and be safe. Of course, be safe, because some of them will lose their minds. But they will do it to you. I promise you, they will do it to you and hold it over your head. They will use your reactive abuse. They will use your abusive incident against you to make you look like the abuser, to start a smear campaign on you. Look, I told you I was the victim. Look at them. And you don't have anything to say. You're like, well, they beat me. They hit me. They did this to me. You don't have any proof. They got charges. You got charges pending. That's what I'm telling y'all. Control your reactions. And if they doing this type of stuff and they make you feel guilty about pressing charges against them, just think about this right here. You're going to ruin my life. You can press charges against me. You're going to ruin my life. Y'all, they are ruining their own lives by reacting that way, by treating you that way, by behaving that way. They know it's wrong. They know it's wrong. But they want to convince you that it's your issue. You're the problem here. They want to convince you that you are the issue. They want to convince you that you are the problem here in this situation. So if you have charges to press against them, press them. But be safe, of course. I know everybody's situation is different. And I'm not trying to know. I know I have narcissistic personality disorder that is accompanied by a lack of empathy a lot of times. But I'm trying to tell y'all just to protect your peace and protect yourself, because if you don't live with this person, if you no longer have ties to this person, be careful, be safe. But if you have to live with them, I understand different situations, different dynamics. I promise you I understand it. I promise you I understand, right? So take your time, but always keep evidence, always keep proof, always keep proof. If you don't press charges, always keep some type of proof. In this case, you might have to go back and do it. Don't get a restraint, please. I know I beat on you and hurt you and stalked you, but please don't get a restraining order on me. It'll ruin my life. It'll ruin my career. I can't work for the government anymore. Do you need to be working for the government if you're stalking and harassing people anyway? You're going to ruin my life and I have nothing to live for. So I'm going to take you out there and start threatening you. Record that. Document that type of stuff, y'all. Y'all, I know a lot of y'all don't want to, but a lot of times you have to do this type of stuff to protect yourself, to be as safe as you possibly can. You have to. I know you don't want to, but you have to. Like, seriously, take it from me. I'm just trying to look. I want y'all to be safe. I want y'all to survive. I want you to thrive. So if you have the opportunity to do that, they will take it against you. I promise you. Or they will hold it over your head. They will keep the evidence and blackmail you with it. They will absolutely blackmail you with the stuff that they record you doing. They will use it against you for furtherance of your abuse, whether you were together or not. They'll keep threatening you. If you don't do what I want you to do, I'm gonna press these charges. So think about that as well, y'all. I just want y'all to be safe. Be careful. Thank you so much for making it to the end of my video. I am extremely grateful for you. Have no idea. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Helps reach more people. And click on the screen to watch another video or to browse through another playlist. There's also a link on the screen to check out my courses and my support groups to help you heal and understand what you've been through. Thank you so much again. I will see you in the next video. Peace.